Hello YouTube. I'm going to make you a Friday evening video, and I want to do a little walk around tour up here. We got about 1,500 new subscribers in the past 2 weeks, so welcome aboard everybody. And a lot of people haven't seen the actual mill, what we're running. I'm going to answer some of the most commonly asked questions on this video. So we'll start out at the log deck here, and we're running a 16-foot 4-strand, and when I mean a strand, each one of these chains is called a strand. So the logs get loaded on here, and you know, you've seen some of the videos. Once it gets to this point here, this is called a stop and load, and this rolls the log from the deck onto the carriage. And there's the log turner, and you watch Frickin' Jeep, and you watch how John turns logs. I don't know how he does it without one of these. And we have a Edmundston hydraulic sawmill. It was manufactured back in 1985. It was built by Johnny and Billy Edmundston. And this is a 4-head block mill. It's a 36-inch opening. When I mean opening, the distance from this knee to the saw blade is what they call an opening. And the clock face dial up there goes up to 25 inches, then it goes back to 0. So you have to go to, I think, around 11 to fully open it. That is it tells me how many inches between the knee and the blade. So right now we're sit close to 20 inches. This is a hydraulic taper, and John has the tapers on his mill, which he has a big ratchet handle and he moves them manually. And this here is all hydraulic. These are the dogs. There are 4 dogs on this mill, and they all operate hydraulically. And then we have the master dog, and the master dog is there to catch the big ugly logs that the dogs, you might not want to trust the dogs to hold them. Some people have asked how deep the dogs go in. If you see that spike, you can see where it's clean to, so that's about how far it will go in on a soft log. So and you can see the paint kind of shined up on it. Okay, once the log's on here, this is what they call the husk of the mill, and it contains the blade, the bearings that hold the saw blade, and in our case we have an off bearer's belt, which is very nice. So as this blade spins, it runs through a gearbox, and you can see the belt move. Since it's a hydraulic mill, them 6 belts that are banded together run the hydraulic pump, and the hydraulic pump is it's a tandem pump. And everything on this mill runs hydraulically, and it's controlled electric over hydraulic. We are running a 56-inch F-pattern saw, and we just had the collars redone about 2 years ago now, and this blade is really cutting very great. This is the saw guide that literally keeps the saw from walking in and out of the cut. It doesn't actually hold the saw, and you can see it's touching on the outside. Now when this saw comes up to full speed, it literally rides between them two. That's the carriage drive, and we're running the 9/16 cable, and that is all hydraulically driven through a big hydraulic motor, which is right down there, and it runs like a number, I think it's either an 80 or 100 chain. And then onto the saw cab where I sit and control everything. In here, I'll do a separate video on the actual controls one day, but the stick on my left runs the carriage back and forth, runs the knees in and out, and then has 5 separate board thicknesses. This handle here is my log turner handle, and it runs dogs up and down. So the top 2 buttons are the master dog, then I got my regular dogs up, down, in, and out, because the dogs go in and out also. Foot pedals run the log deck and stop and load, and all that stuff out there. And then them buttons on the side over there, they run my tapers, which actually I can taper the log. I got two knees that actually run tapers on it. We do not have cant turn downs on this mill, and in order to get can't turn down, so I have to give up a taper, and I don't want to do that. On Eddie's side of the mill, you can see the off bear's belt comes off and onto the roller tables, and that was that big piece of oak that you got on the last video. And this is the board splitter. This is very important here because this keeps the back side of the board coming off and the cant face from the back side of the blade grabbing that and throwing it. That would be very bad if that ever got a hold of it. And also the laser light is right above the saw there, hanging on that unistrut. So we get off to this side. Here was some of that decking we sawed. We got a little bit more to do, which will be tomorrow. Some stuff that needs edged yet and cleaned up. This is our chop saw, and it runs a 28-inch blade, and this is what ZZ Mark runs. And there's the slabs that are, this is all hardwood. We keep them separate from the softwood. And we'll go over to the sawdust bin here real quick, and after this portion here, I got a small sawing video I'll put on for you. Here's the slab wood pile, and we do sell these, so nothing's wasted here. Not one thing is wasted at this mill. And there's the sawdust pile you got to see the last video of. At the end I put the sawdust blowing around. And out back here we have a gas powered blower, and basically it is a 24-inch radial fan. I got 8-inch pipe coming in, 8-inch pipe going out into the bin, and we're running it off of a 13 horsepower Harbor Freight Predator engine. So, but that's just a little walk around tour. I'm going to put a little sawing video on for you, and I really appreciate everybody subscribing to this channel, supporting this channel. And please like, please subscribe, and please share it with somebody. And I will see you on the next one. So enjoy the sawing. Bye bye. Alrighty, everybody, we're going to shoot you a short video. We're going to saw a piece of red elm. I believe it's red elm. It's elm anyway. Into a barn beam. So we're in the cradle here. And this is ugly. We'll call this the ugliest log of the month, and a short little video for you. How's that sound? We killed 2 birds with a single saw bill video. All right, we just got done cutting that big barn beam, and this is the second part of it, so I'm just going to keep this just for a random little video here. And there's nothing pretty about this. And we're turning junk into treasure again. Just got to get an 8x10 out of it. That is some stringy wood there. Alright. Let's see what we can do with this beautiful log. And with as many sticking out of it. I don't know if I want to I'm just going to lay it down flat. I got to get a square edge on that. So let's just open the knees back up one more time. And let's shove that. Taper out a little bit. And that'll work for this. Just trying to get a corner form. That will work. All right. Trying to reach over to my buttons here and trying not to look there. All right, let's take it down to 10. We should have enough to work with here. That would have been bad. Alright. Before I go any further here, let's take this down to 8, going the other direction. I still got some opportunity to change course if I have to. Like here. This down to 8. Alright, let's bring the other face out one more time. I'm just trying to get all the weighing off here as I can. And that's why I'm doing this. Alright. We're looking alright. So let's see if this thing moved at all. And it did. I got to scrape a little bit off the back side of it, not much. beautiful. Alright, let's take it down to final 8, and then we'll clean up the 10-inch side, and we'll be done here. There we go, there's a... Gotta get rid of a little bit of waning. And for how ugly that log was we started with, it's hard to believe that's the same log. Alright, let's get her down to her 10. Take a little bit of that wane off of there. All right. There you go. Let's take a little bit off the other side. We'll call this thing this happy little painting done. But this makes a really good beam. Alright, let's go to our final 10. Call this thing done. I think I'm going to have to unplug my sawdust pipe when this is all over. I like it. And that took that wane off the end. Just got a little bit on the belly, that's it. So, all right, everybody. Hope everybody enjoyed this little video, and I will talk to you on the next one, and we're going to be having more and more short sawmill videos in the future, so just different things about maintenance and all kind of stuff. So I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.